News First, Prime Time Sunrise.
Hello there, very good morning and welcome to News First Prime Time Sunrise with me, Shane Silva. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. Interim budget of new government to be presented to Parliament today. Dr. Shirani Bandaranayake to retire from Chief Justice position. And permanent solution to be reached with regard to the Lanka fishing issue, a statement from the External Affairs Ministry. On to your stories in detail now. The interim budget containing concessions agreed upon by the new government under its 100-day program will be presented in Parliament today. According to our Parliament correspondent, the interim budget is scheduled to be presented in Parliament by the Minister of Finance, Ravi Karunanayake, promising several concessions to the public over the budget that was presented by the former government when the parliamentary proceedings resume at 1 p.m. today. Our parliamentary correspondent also added that the amendment to the appropriation bill will be made on the 5th, 6th and 7th of February. The debate and the vote on the interim budget is scheduled to be held on the 7th of February. Dr. Shirani Bandaranayake, who assumed duties as the Chief Justice of the country yesterday, is due to retire from office today. According to a statement from the Bar Association of Sri Lanka, Dr. Bandaranayake had notified the association on what further steps would be taken by her further to her retirement.
Dr. Bandaranayake, who arrived at the Supreme Court complex last afternoon, commenced official duties yesterday. Issuing a statement yesterday, the President's media unit clarified the background to this development. The statement noted that the procedure adopted to remove Dr. Bandaranayake from the post of Chief Justice and the appointment of Mohan Peris as the Chief Justice was void and no force in law. The statement further noted that the proposal to remove Dr. Bandaranayake from the post of Chief Justice has not been approved as per Article 107(2) of the Constitution. The President's media unit pointed out that the letter sent to then President from the Speaker of Parliament on the 11th of January 2013 mentions this fact. According to the statement, the decision taken by then President to remove Dr. Bandaranayake and appoint Mohan Peris in the circumstances was incorrect.
The Ministry of External Affairs says that steps will be taken to arrive at a permanent solution with regard to the Lanka fishing issue. Speaking to News First, Deputy Minister Ajit P. Pereira said that the Ministry of External Affairs and the Ministry of Fisheries will be working together to find a solution in this regard.
Awareness was created within two parties with regard to issues pertaining to the boundaries and the manner in how cases of violation of fishing laws were addressed. 15 Indian fishermen were released prior to the subject minister's visit to India. But there are fishermen who are still held for fishing within our maritime border. This is a problem that has been there for a long time. We need a permanent solution. The Sri Lankan government and the Ministry of Fisheries and other related government institutions are working together to refrain Indian fishermen from fishing in the northern seas.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Fisheries says that 6 Sri Lankan fishermen are in the custody of Indian authorities. Assistant Director of the Department of Fisheries, Lal De Silva, said that the fishermen who set sail off the Kalpitiya seas had been arrested in the seas of Chennai. State Minister of Higher Education, Professor Rajiva Vijayasinghe, says that a special committee has been appointed to table ideas with regard to the revision of the University Act. The minister stated that the Act must give more freedom for universities to exercise their powers.
I'm trying to introduce a new act which incorporates the ideas of other parties in order to create a draft. We appointed a committee yesterday comprising of parties such as vice-chancellors and seek their advice as well as obtain their thoughts. Some of the ideas that were presented obviously need to be changed. There is no clear objective in the present act. So what we are planning to do here is to present this draft which incorporates the ideas of university students, parents, lecturers and university administration, which will also provide more freedom for universities to exercise their power.
The Ministry of Food Safety says that stocks of imported rice that were stored at Satosu outlets have been deemed unfit for consumption. Minister Gamini Vijayvikrama Pereira said that stocks of imported rice weighing between 50,000 and 60,000 metric tons are in storage facilities.
Stocks of rice valued at $45 million were imported from India and Bangladesh in the past. The stocks of rice stored at present are infested with fungi. I will obtain a report from the authorities following inspections conducted by the officers of the Ministry of Health. Apart from 50,000 to 60,000 metric tons of rice, there is about 100,000 metric tons of rice that is yet to arrive in the island. The stocks of rice are currently being stored in facilities located in Veyangoda, Anuradhapura, Nikavaratia, Ekala and Colombo.
Well, there you go. That's a look at this edition of News First Primetime Sunrise. It was a pleasure having you with us and hope you have a great day ahead.
Hotline 0114 896 896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.